Having a hobby that we enjoy brings us joy and enriches our lives. The world is full of wonderful, exciting activities that we can explore and adopt as our own. Of course, all of us are unique and therefore our interests and hobbies vary. But once we find a hobby that we truly enjoy and are passionate about, we become hooked. It becomes part of our lives and captivates us in a very personal way. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'm going to share few tips and tricks on acrylic painting which I learned along the way, and also show my artwork from 2017 to the most recent one, which is Erna's painting. Let's get started. I have to show you quite a bit of artwork, so grab a cup of coffee or tea and sit with me as I take you guys on my art gallery tour. Every wall in my house is filled with my paintings. My friends often joke that they get a feeling of stepping into an art gallery when they visit my place. Back in school, I didn't take art seriously, but I used to enjoy drawing classes, but nothing beyond that. 2017, the most memorable year of my life, came with extreme nausea. My routine was wake up, eat, throw up, sleep and then repeat. To divert my attention, I took interest in painting. Once the baby arrived, I had to deal with postpartum insomnia. So what do you do when you're wide awake in the middle of the night? Well, I painted till dawn. I found loads of art teachers on YouTube. Out of all, two are my absolute favorites. First one is Art Sherpa. Her tutorials are extremely easy to follow and I learned so many tricks and color mixing techniques. I would say her tutorials are #1 tutorials for beginners. Another YouTube art teacher I absolutely adore is Angela Anderson. Her attention to minute detailing is another level. It's from her tutorials I learned not to finish a piece in a hurry. Earlier I used to spend 2 hours on a painting, but now I spend around 8 to 20 hours depending on the complexity of the painting. After following numerous tutorials, I gain confidence to attempt non-tutorials, and I try to replicate pictures from Pinterest. When I started my art journey, I bought cheap paints and brushes from Walmart because I wasn't sure how long my new hobby was going to last. Well, to my surprise, my love for painting still persists. Art Sherpa has a community on FB where members of the group post their work, either tutorials or originals. I was awestruck when I came across few artworks where it is hard to differentiate between a reference picture and a painting. This inspired me to step up my game, and as a first step in that direction, I invested on good quality brushes. This is my brush collection. But the ones that I actually use are these. Coming to painting medium, I chose acrylic for its quick drying time and vibrant colors. I use student grade paint. One disadvantage of using student grade paint is I have to apply multiple coats to get desired result. Maybe one day when I get commission art, I'll think about buying heavy body acrylics. I have basic pigments, rest I derive using primary and secondary pigments. I use gesso primed canvas, which means that there has been a compound called gesso, which is primarily titanium white acrylic paint that has already been put onto this stretched canvas, so this helps the fabric to hold on to the acrylics. About easel. I do own an easel which is tabletop, but I'm more comfortable and more in control without it, especially when I'm doing the detailing. I use gridding tool to draw my pictures that are tad challenging. Grids help me to get my proportions right, especially in case of portraits. Rest I freehand. As I mentioned in one of the old videos, drawing a picture is the most crucial stage. You need to get the drawing right. Redraw if the need be. Just don't compromise. Next step is to paint the outline followed by blocking colors. Once that's in place, play with dark and light values. In case of acrylics, you have an added advantage of correcting it by reapplying paint if you're not happy with the shape or color, etc. During my initial days, I ruined most of my brushes because I used to rinse in water without using soap. The paint left behind used to harden the bristles, rendering the brushes useless after few uses. So after using brushes, make sure to clean your brushes gently with soap and remove all paint remnants. Varnish is the answer. Make sure your acrylic painting is dry before applying the varnish sealer. Apart from providing fun and entertainment, I feel like it clears my head. It helps me make sense of my emotions. And it makes me feel calmer and more relaxed. It's that sense of losing yourself, losing all awareness. You're so in the moment and fully present that you forget all the sense of time and space. So now it's finally time to give you a tour of my art gallery. Hope you guys enjoy rest of the video. Believe these are my initial paintings. My favorite piece out of all, for obvious reason. I have put my heart and soul into it because it's my son's painting. This is another favorite painting of mine. It's from Angela Anderson's tutorial. I love the colors in this. This is one of my favorite paintings. I painted this for a friend of mine, but when I saw the outcome, I didn't have the heart to part with it.
I love this so much. I kept it for myself.
Thank you for watching our video. If you liked our video, then please don't forget to subscribe to our channel Creative Kines. It will motivate us to come up with good content. See you later on next Friday with another interesting vlog. Take care.